Hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome in. I'm having struggles today. I'm sure you'll be able to notice them soon. But, I can't hear anything functionally, and I don't think you can either. So, we're having a great time. Congratulations, Dual Bladed Duelist Scissors, on redeeming first. You get to be the first viewer for this first stream of the week and of the day here at twitch.tv/LadyQEW. Pat yourself on the back. You get to be first. And welcome in, Celadon Beavis. I hope that silence was deafening. Thank you very much, Celadon Beavis, for redeeming third, and thank you as well for the lurk. Hi, Petulant Cobra. Good morning, Kate Bloomer. Welcome in. I'm sorry you are cold. What can you do now? Do you have emotes now, Kate? Yes. So for anyone who doesn't know or who missed that message in my Discord or who isn't in my Discord, because that happens, Kate just made affiliate. Congratulations. And so now Kate has emotes, which is super cute, and I'm very excited. I'll have to hunt them down. Petulant Cobra, thank you very much for also redeeming third. Yeah. Oh no, your heat is out? Oh dude, that sucks. It is not the time of year for heat to be out. That is unfortunate. Well, that's a shame. So there's two things that I have to do right now, chat. Actually, three. And I'm so late today. So I haven't poured my tea yet. It's still steeping on the counter. I can make eye contact with it, but it has not been poured, which is a shame. I also, apparently, you guys don't have sound for this game, so I have to fix that. And also I need to set up a poll. So I'm super behind. But we're here anyway. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to third twice unless I'm just late to the party. So, Petulant Cobra, third is, for me at least, third is the generic, you're not first. You can redeem it as many times, like, anybody can redeem it. I'm not actually sure if you can redeem it more than once. I don't remember my settings, but literally anyone can redeem it if they aren't first. They can sass that by being third. There's specifically not a second redemption because I think that's funny. So this is where we're here. Not the free ones yet since there's that weird follower. Yes. So the instant eligibility, that was interesting, Kate Bloomer, because that has to do with how many times you streamed in the last, certain number of months. It took me a long time to get the follower emote instant upload eligibility. I'd been streaming for almost 2 years by the time I got it. It was ridiculous. Super Paper Pixelo. Love this game. Carla Grove, welcome in. It's really nice to see you. So we have beat. It is December now, chat. And so just as I'm setting up the poll so that y'all can think about what you want, it is December. And December is a very different month here on Lady QEW's channel. It is a month where I'm often really busy, as you can tell from my stressed out attitude of sprinting into the stream barely on time. It was great. And so for December, I'm doing something different this year, which is I am thinking was not part of the deal. It's okay, Kate Bloomer. It's actually just a click button poll. You can click any of them. You don't have to think. It's fine. Santa Q. You're right. Santa QEW. Santa QED. That means something else. Anyway, so in December, what I'm doing, this is a game that is very much like Picross, but it's pre-Picross. It was like a free Flash game 10 years ago or something like that, and I still have it, and I think it's fun. So we're going to be playing a little bit of this for about 10 minutes while I run a poll for all of the various game swap games that we've started and not finished. And so that poll is gonna go live soon, and then you guys who are here, you're gonna be able to vote on what you want to watch me play for the bulk of the day, and we'll get on having fun with that. But we're gonna start with a little bit of this, and then we're probably gonna pop over to a just chatting while I swap around some settings or something like that. I don't really know how this is gonna go down, but it's gonna go down. It's gonna somehow happen, and it will be great. And I'll probably pour myself tea at the same time. So this is my plan. Is it a good plan? We'll see. We'll see. Star Wars Holiday Special Watch Party when Kate Bloomer. I have inflicted that upon myself. I'm not doing it again. I'm not doing it. Hi, C Jinx. Welcome in. Speaking of year-end content variations, YouTubists just did a thing called No Effort November. That's Tech Connections. That's the tech guy. I know that guy. He's so funny. Didn't even brush his hair or turn off the furnace before filming. That's perfect. I really enjoyed the rant he did about shoot. I just watched one of those and now I can't remember what it was, but it was something where he was like, guys, this is supposed to be No Effort November and I'm actually talking about something. It's fine. I've been wanting to talk about this for ages. He's so funny. Can you turn on the option to have poll answers submitted as origami only? That's amazing. It might have been outlets. I don't remember. My brain thinks it's light bulbs, but I swear that's something he did like months ago. Anyway, I don't watch his content in order, but he's very fun. K Menzel and I enjoy. So we have probably Kirby's Epic Yarn, possibly new Pokemon Snap, which isn't really Pokemon Snap wasn't really a GameSwap game. You guys didn't vote for it, but I played it as my affiliate anniversary in July at the start of like the GameSwap concept, and so I say it counts. We have Yoshi's Story, we have Animal Crossing New Horizons, and we have Papa Louie 3 when Sundays. Oh, I can't put all when Sundays attack, so it just says WSA. This is what we're doing. I do want to allow additional votes. Light bulbs are a perennial topic. That makes so much sense. I've never ever seen a content creator who is that passionate about light bulbs before, and I really appreciated everything that was said. So, we're gonna put up those votes. I am gonna allow extra votes, but it's gonna be more expensive to vote extra times. Sorry about that. 'Cause, like, if you're passionate about one of these in particular, I do want to allow, but I also want it to be a little bit more fair. So it's $1,000 per extra, or $1,000, 1,000 meaningless calories. Dollars. 1,000 meaningless calories per extra vote, instead of 100. We're just gonna have at that. So there we go. There is the poll started. Please enjoy your votes while I try to figure out why nothing is working. Why aren't you working? Chat, why isn't it working? Maybe it's this? Maybe it's this. This is gonna confuse everybody for a minute. Nope. Okay. So it's because I'm pulling sound from the wrong place. Butter Buttons, welcome in and thank you for redeeming third. It is lovely. Lovely to have you. Lovely to have you here today, Lady P2W. It's funny. If I was running the poll and someone dropped $1,000, they would win. You know what, Petulant Cobra? That's fair. That is very true. If someone dropped $1,000, an actual $1,000, I'd be like, cool. You do not just win today's poll. You win December. What would you like me to play? Just go for it. Carla Curve, thank you for redeeming word of the stream, $1,000. That's amazing. That's just called democracy. Ouch. I would call it a live deal, personally. But Garlic Grove, thank you very much for that redemption. I'm supposed to be playing a game right now, and instead I'm just thinking about how I haven't poured tea yet. It's great. You just get to enjoy the abject silence of my stream because I can't fix it. But this is fine. We have a word of the stream, and that is worth it. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck. Ta-da! Word of the stream. Isn't it great, folks? I think it's great. Whew! I also made my display a little bit more Christmassy. You can't see this part. There's some red flowers there. But these friends live here. He's broken now. His nose used to flash, but now he's broken. But we have some friendly Christmas peeps, which is great. Each one of those dollars has their own vote. It's fine. It's fine. So I'm just gonna apparently deal with silence. I don't want to deal with silence. I want to know why you're not working. You're marked? Oh, you know what? Shoot. If I'd had a chance... Oh, my gosh. My gosh, my gosh. It's definitely not that. That is the wrong thing to do. See, I know, or at least I feel like I know what this is, or what the problem with this is, because basically I need to pull my source for my audio from the actual title of the game that I've launched, and the last game that I launched was Papa Louie, through the program that I'm using to do this, and so I need to find wherever the setting is that actually gives me like the URL style version of the sound. I'm just failing hard at finding that. I don't know where to go to locate this idea. So we're just gonna play this game in silence, apparently. We're just gonna play it in absolute silence. It has a vibe of a no Santa sprite, not yet. I mean, by sprite, do you mean like the emote that I've got in the corner here, or do you mean like a follower emote or something? I just have not had a lot of time. It's fine. We're gonna get more Christmassy. Silent night but morning. Lol. You're not wrong. Oh, you're right. I could have. Oh my gosh. Okay. Officially, I'm moving that cup, and Santa Soot Sprite is gonna be there next time, because it didn't occur to me. They're next to one of the wreaths that I put up to make my corner extra Santa-y, but I absolutely could have put them here and put these guys over there in the Santa-y corner. This is fine. We're fine. So there is, as y'all can see in the corner down here, I really, really wish I could fix the sound, but I am technologically incompetent, and we learn this every time. Every time we're here. Every time we're here, we learn this. There is a daily puzzle, but you have to have played a chunk of this game in order to access the daily puzzle, and I didn't have time, so we get to play the tutorial. Isn't that going to be fun? Welcome! This is a simple puzzle. Controls our keyboard recommended. It's telling me things. It's telling me things that don't make a whole lot of sense, but this is fine. I do normally play it with the keyboard. Ah, space. Okay, that might be it. I do normally play it with the keyboard, but I'm probably going to try to play it with the mouse this time. I'm not sure what I'm learning. Just because the mouse is easier for me to use right now in my current setup, and that's fine. Like, this music is such a vibe, and I am so sorry that y'all can't hear it. Let's practice on this board. Is there a way? So this one is all fives. If you don't know how this game works, basically on the sides of the board, there are numbers. You can see those numbers getting grayed out as I like complete them in a sense, but basically this tells me how many boxes in this column or in this row are going to be filled out. There's basically filled out or not filled out. And in this case, we just need to fill the whole thing out, which is great. Tutorial. Let's draw a puppy. I'll just put on the NES Pictionary soundtrack. That's valid. Speaking of new Pokemon Snap, you'll post some of your best shots from it. Please do! I'm so excited to see those. I actually have, okay, I'm gonna have to launch the channel, so wait before you post, Kate. I have a channel that I created that was Pokemon Snap pics for when I had been playing Pokemon Snap, and I just never actually downloaded the pictures and put them on Discord because I am a lazy bum. And so I will actually activate that channel and you can post in it. And then we'll actually have a space for Pokemon Snap pics. It's going to be great. Anticipation on NES is a great game. Do I know that game? I might not know that game. Let's draw a puppy. Okay, so there's actual work here, but they're giving me the answer and that's fine. So okay, thank you. It's okay. This is a tutorial, folks. If you didn't know how to play this game before, you will know at the end of this. How do I do the X with the mouse? That is not how. I'm just gonna quickly pop over to my keyboard and do this. This is fine. Oh, that's an interesting point. Oh, that is super weird. Garlic Grove, thank you for figuring that out. That is weird to require a keyboard shortcut for mouse control, but this is fine. I can do it. Would you make one for video game screenshots in general too? I can do that. Yeah. I can absolutely make that. I'd kind of been using pretty pictures for anything like that, but absolutely we can make a difference between like pretty pictures IRL and screenshots, especially funny ones. Well, thanks, Scarlet Grove. I appreciate. It's very... Excuse you? I was holding C. I was holding C and it didn't work. I have opinions. If you're going to force me to use the X... Again? Do y'all see? It like lights up and then I click it and it was breaking. It is... Oh, it's a toggle. You're right, buttons. I hate this. Never use the mouse for this game. Always use keyboard. I need to set this up better. Okay, so if it's a toggle, then this is safe. Okay, I understand. I understand. I get it. Touch is not very instructive at all. This whole bit on the side here, not helpful. Unhelpful, extremely unhelpful. But that's okay. We are in touch mode. We are in no touch mode. Gosh, the way it's making me fill out that puzzle is super weird. Okay, so that's how we play. I'm done here. I am finished with this tutorial. I'm not doing it anymore. Hey, we got a badge. We got a prize. Let's look at what these do. So this prize does nothing. This badge gives us a little bit extra of some things, and so we can buy it because we're new here, and that's fine. Okay, cool. So poll is done. New Pokemon Snap is the winner. I'll probably do a couple more of these little puzzles first, and that's fine. They did say keyboard was recommended. They did. They absolutely did, and I will recall that for Friday. I will make sure my keyboard is over here instead of way over here. It is fine. Controls that make sense. Why would you need those? Well, no particular reason, I would suggest. Information. Oh, it's called Note. There we go. We're going to play Note. So right now we are in touch mode. And one presumes we're looking at an 8th note for this puzzle. I like that. Thank you. Oh, we got a perfect! Yay. One hopes that we'll get a lot of these perfect. What is this? What is this newness? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is fine. Key. I wonder how quickly I can do the whole first page. So there's nothing in the top or bottom row. That's good to know. A very simple key, chat. 'Tis so simple. Looks so much like a key. Not really. This would be, I think, a much better experience if I could have fixed the music. So I am sorry about that, and I will try and do better next time. Such is life. This is a boat. It could even be a boat, chat. Oh my gosh. This is a boat with a little sail. Look at it. It looks like a goose. This is the most. This is the most goots. That's the key to my heart, and I'll thank you not to insult how simplistic it is. Oh, you're right. Okay. I apologize, Kate. It was very rude of me, and I will try to do better in the future to not judge keys. I'm actually very glad to know that there is simplicity in how to access your heart, because I think that makes you a very open person who is easy to get to know and be friends with. There. Also, that's a duck, not a boat. Yeah, exactly. 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 This just does not look like a boat to me. But it's fine. We accept. Oh, cell phone. Cell phone? Interesting. So back when cell phones had antennas, who remembers that? That is a cell phone, chat. I actually remember this. My very first cell phone was one where there was like a side bit that popped up and you could use your thumb to kind of pop out a whole antenna and pull it up like 6 inches. So when you were talking on the phone, you could get better reception. My very first cell phone. Am I old? Playing Snake on the unbreakable Nokia. Yes. Exactly. Okay, so that was our first row of puzzles. That's the vibe of this game. So, every stream, eventually when we get to the daily puzzles, I think this will get more fun. So I'll try to do some work on these easy puzzles throughout the week. But when we unlock the daily puzzles, they're usually like 25 by 25. They're much bigger, way more complicated, and they take time. And so they'll typically take 10 to 15 minutes for me just by themselves. So I'm looking forward to when we get to that. I might even fail a few of them. But we'll manage. We'll continue going. But this is kind of the vibe of how December is going to work. I'm going to play some of this game. I will figure out how to get the sound. This will happen. Technical difficulties, man. 'Tis just the life of Strim. And then we'll move into a new game just based on what you guys vote. So I think that was a really good process. And I do see you summoned one by accident. It's fine. We're fine here. So just taking a look at these poll results, folks. We did get a vote for Yoshi's Story, but we got 5 votes for new Pokemon Snap. So that's what we're going to be continuing on with today. I will switch over to that and get a couple of things done, actually. So we're going to pop out here very awkwardly. My face is so big. Hello. Merry Christmas. Why is the bow different here? Oh my gosh. Stop it. That's amazing. I didn't on my scenes the bows apparently adjust independently. That is spectacular to know. So let's fling ourselves out of the program that I was in that is playing a whole bunch of noise in my ear and get ourselves switched over switched over to the Switch. Oh my gosh. This is such a mess. And get our game put in. Get our game put in, chat. I'm hoping that the sound just works on this. This is what I hope for, and I truly, truly wish. They should have called it the sweet. That's so funny. Okay, cool. So this bit does have sound, and so that's fine. We're fine. I'm gonna have to figure out what happened. I can collect platinum points. That's nice. Thank you. I am not invested in that right now. But thank you. Thank whatever that is. So this is the new Pokemon Snap. There is an update announcement. Great. There have been new areas added. Okay, prerequisites must be met to unlock a bunch of this content. I have not met a lot of prerequisites, chat. I don't know how. I have not played since they added the DLC. I got a filter. It's cool. I got a sticker. It's heart 5. There are definitely more than 5 hearts there. This should be heart 9, but this was 5. And accessory 12, made up of 3 balloons. Oh, sweet! That bandana looks precisely like Tux's original bandana. Oh, I love that. Okay. So this is new Pokemon Snap. It is about taking pictures of Pokemon, which should be a pretty chill vibe. However, I'm going to take 30 seconds to pour myself a cup of tea. So please enjoy the fact that there is now music on this stream. We're going to add a game. Because now we know we're playing Pokemon Snap. Picross and Snap. There we go. There we go. And I'm just gonna pour myself a cup of tea. I will be right back. Behave yourselves while I am gone, please. I'm watching. I'm always watching. Chat, my tea smells like dessert. It's so good. Throwing fluff fruit at not apples. Exactly. Throwing not apples at Pokemon. That is the important thing to note. We are not throwing apples at Pokemon. We are not going to. You better watch out. There's a meme of that? Oh no, I probably don't want to know. Let's remind me of how this works. Okay. What are those? So there's a Pokemon in the jungle in the grass that we need to get a picture of, I think. I don't know what that is, but that doesn't look like an official. Ooh. Cool, cool, cool. You better watch out, but you repeat it over and over. Cool, so we have requests. I remember those. We also have the lab. Oh my gosh, there are things. What is new in the photo decks? Folks, let's figure this out. Oh my gosh, I look so earnest. Okay. Have I just never been paying attention to this? I love some of these pictures. Eevee. This is a picture of Eevee. Yes. Yes, I can see that. But like this one? Beautifly! A picture of Beautifly. Oh my goodness. These are very cute. Cool. Okay. Is this gonna... Yeah, okay. So... You'll have it centered perfectly and the professor will be like, it could have been centered better. Yeah, we disagree with the professor's aesthetic a lot. How do I, like, clear these? Oh, sweet. Am I literally gonna have to open and close each one of these to get rid of the exclamation points? I hate having to clear exclamation points, chat. The objects of interest, though, those are cool. We have these blooms. We're learning about the blooms. This is fine. You sure are. Okay, we might have to wait. Okay. So we've been to the park and we've been to the jungle, and those are the only places we've unlocked, which is super unfortunate. I do need to figure out how to unlock more places because I am invested in that. So chat, my tea today, because I want to talk about this. I have the 24 Days of Tea from David's Tea. So my tea today is strawberry rhubarb parfait. It literally smells like ice cream and pie. I just... Oh my gosh. This is the best thing I've ever tasted. That's not entirely true. There's a lot of very good tea out there, but it's so good. But earning more points can only be done by, like, finding more Pokemon and taking more pictures and different kinds. I don't want to go to the internet. This is... Psh, psh, psh. I have research titles. I do have a new tea mug, Cjix. You are right. This is a very large tea mug, which I like. I have 3 incredibly large tea mugs, but this one I just got for my birthday. Oh my gosh, Kate, I'm so glad you're here to explain this to me. Can I like select a title? Apparently I can't. This is fine. Okay, I'm done. I'm done here. Let's see what happens if I try to take pictures again, because I don't know what I'm doing, and that's okay. The worst part of this game, it's a grind, but I love looking at pretty Pokemon. So, there's tall grass here, apparently. We're gonna start with day. It's been a while. That's a choice. By better photos, I assume you mean photos that the game is more okay with. Yay! So we get to be in one of these, and we get to try to remember how anything works. How do I zoom in? Can someone remind me how zoom works? Ooh. I think that was Aipom in the center. Aha! I've been reminded what the zoom button is. Yes. Come here, Mr. Arbok. Oh my gosh, there's more Aipom up there. I'm wanting to look at this guy. Is this the only zoom? Beat. Throw things. I want to throw things at him. My gosh, why am I so awful at this zoom? He's so pretty. Hup! Hup! My gosh, yes. My gosh, absolutely. What are those guys? What is that? Hello, Beautifly. If I hit you with an apple, will you turn around? Agitation! Yes! Sorry, fluff a fruit. That is a Quagsire and a Gan. I don't know which one of those counted as pictures, but these are definitely positions that are new. Hello, Beautifly. Aren't you lovely? So lovely. What is in there? What is in there? Hey! Pay attention to me. Something lives in there, and I don't know what. Oh my gosh. You're adorable. What the heck even are you? Did I hit it? Do I always get the best shots? Because I don't think that guy's been facing me yet. Oh, I love the leopard there. The leopard. Icky pack. I don't remember where the grass is. Oh. That's fun. Hello. You, sir, look fantastic. And now you look angry at me. Oh my gosh, yes. So that one's new. This one's beautiful. There's so many leopards. There's so many of them. Up. Magikarp. Magikarp. I don't even know if that's a good picture. Oh well. Is this the grass? Oh, you're such a pretty little princess. I'm sorry for hitting you. I didn't mean to. Hello? No! I want the Wooper. I want the Wooper. I don't know why that happens sometimes. I'm not pressing the button that I think does that. Oh my gosh, look at him! Look at his happy little face! Ah! Such a happy little face! Oop. Yes, yes, I know I am almost there. Up! Why do I feel like there's something... Is that the teleport point? That's the teleport point, right? Okay. What lives in here? Things definitely live in here. One of these days, I should actually, like... look at chat instead of at my game, but this is fine. Okay. ZL should also be slow down if you've unlocked that. I'm actually not sure I have. Like, slow down your car? Because that's cool. It's too bad Namco can't make the Pokemon games. They are beautiful Pokemon in this game. I love them. Okay, photo picking time. Most of these photos are garbage. I can tell you this right now. But that is fine. No subject. Bite me. Okay, that counted as an Aipom picture. Wait, hold on. So this is the picture that I have of Aipom already. Right? And this is the picture that I took. This is, like, truly not worth showing him. It's way worse than this. That's fine. I love this one. But it is a 1-star. This is a 3-star, and I don't have a 3-star yet. Well, well. Definitely gonna show him that one. Can I just, like, not show him this one? It's really not worth it. So we have a 3-star there. We do not have a 2-star picture or a 1-star picture. Okay. Fine. I can get a better version of this picture. Like, I can absolutely get... Like, I want a better version of this picture the most, because I think that would be really cute. But definitely one of these would get me the most points, I think. Fine. It's still points. I will show it to him. Fine. I wanted to get Wooper diving, but it told me that was a Quagsire picture. I don't understand what makes some of these 2-star. The one that I like the most is this one. The one that I think involves the Pokemon being the most centered is this one. Ah, it's fine. This is such a good shot. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that shot. Okay. That, maybe. I don't know what's gonna get me the most points out of any of this. We don't have a 2-star Quagsire photo yet. This one's super cute though, look how happy he is. I could probably show them anything. I just don't have a 2-star. This is definitely not a picture of Quagsire, but I accept. Because it's just about where my cursor is, and I'm like, I don't know, I have opinions. I have opinions on that, so I definitely could have gotten a better shot of this. Quagsire is bae. Quagsire is so cute. The exact same picture for that. Ooh. There are lots of places to see Bounsweet. Wooper is your sister's favorite? Well, that's fine too, I guess. That's a pretty cute 2-star. Oh, look at that. I think I'll try that, because Pokemon's pretty big. This. Definitely this. Look how majestic that bird is. So that's a diamond. Those ones are only gold. That's fine. This is fine. That was not a good run, but that's okay. I consider it a practice run constantly when I play this game. I'm not very good. Very excited to see the new Wooper and Scarlet. Oh, is it like a new design? Oh, this tea is so good. Man. Not a great picture. That's fine. Definitely want to keep the photo that we had before. Because it's lovely. New! A regional variant? Ah! Oh! That sounds adorable. Those are silver, right? So this is a silver version. This tea is a lot less sweet than you thought it would be. Sorry, when did you come out and get yours? Did you come out and I just missed it? But yeah, it is a lot less sweet than I thought it would be, and yet it still holds like the concept of flavor that makes me like tea. Hello, K-Menzel. Welcome in. Lovely to see you. You're not invisible. I was probably just busy. I might have been talking to someone. K-Menzel, how do I fix my audio? You're only invisible to me in that when I don't need you. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're not invisible. I've been waiting because I wanted to bring tea in, but I thought you were in a meeting, and so I was like, well, I'll pour it for him, and that's okay. K-Menzel's invisible, chat. You heard it here first. Great tea. Very pretty picture. I love how, like, big the faces are for Beautifly in all of the pictures I'm taking of them. Yay! Okay, that's also a silver star, not a diamond. I can do better. That's true. Okay, Menzel, you just must have rolled well in your stealth check, and my perception is bad. Maybe, Kate, maybe I rolled a 1 on perception. Gold Star Whooper. I think that's a really cute picture. It's D20. Or roll D20, apparently. A 5? Okay, okay, okay. Can I lose to you? Nope. I'm just choosing to ignore you then, according to the dice. Ooh. The direction and placement were an improvement off of this, but look at this cool sleeping picture! Bite me. That's because his eyes are open, isn't it? This one's still better. I keep it. This is an awful picture of Quagsire, but it is two stars. It's probably bronze stars. Gold? You can't even see the Pokemon! Game! I have opinions on what you think good photography is. This is fine. This is fine, chat. This is fine. That is a really cool shot of Yanmega, and so probably it's... Why is this one better? I mean, there's another Pokemon in it. Fine. It likes the direction better. Like, okay. No. No. Kate Bloomer, yes. This is why you can't use an algorithm for rating photography. But, like, Kate, as a photographer, do you not like the dynamic, like, motion inherent in the angle of this one better than the mess of composition that is over there? Like, I thought this was a good picture. Bite me. Exactly. I just need that known. Yes, but I respect your opinion as a photographer. This one is worth more points. I guess I have to. But under protest. Rude. Wow. The size is way the heck better. That's fair. I'll keep it, I guess. I think it's pretty cute. See? Those are analytical words that I like. This is already a diamond shot of Leopard over here, and so I'm definitely not going to do better. Yeah, gold star. Gold star on that one. That's fine. We'll keep the old one. Toucannon! Toucannon is new. In fairness, the professor does wear glasses, yes. Looks like it's been bopped by something. Nice work. Thank you, Professor. That's true. Maybe he has the wrong prescription. Or maybe he's got... So, I have a pair of sunglasses, chat, that prevent me from seeing rainbows. If I have them on, the way that they refract light to prevent UV radiation from, like, reaching my eyes also happens to cancel out rainbows at a particular angle. And so, like, a typical arch of an up and down rainbow, I can only see the bit where it curves to be horizontal. I cannot see any of the vertical bit just because of the way it works. They're both prescription and sunglasses, and I don't know which aspect of that ruins it, but I literally cannot see rainbows while I am wearing them. And so maybe this professor has something going on with his prescription or with his glasses that means he can't see talent. That's my conjecture. Good joke, Kate. I mean, I'm sorry about it, but it is a funny joke. Okay. So, if I can get the waterfall in the background with other Pokemon in the shot, one presumes if I could get a better size that this would actually be an interesting picture, but we're gonna keep the old one, and that's fine. Cool! Perseverance is the key ingredient of research. Thanks. We're now a camera fan. Did I want to actually save any of those photos? Were any of those pictures good? Yes. Oh, absolutely. So, I think there's a... Definitely level 2? There's definitely a couple of Pokemon shots that I think I could have done better. But there's a lot that's going on in this one. Now that I remember what flying is. Oh. Hello? Oops. That is not the button I meant to press. That's my fault. I lost out on what could have been a good picture. I hit them. Oh, I saw their faces briefly. That is a cute picky peck. No, Arbok, no! Arbok! Sir! There are so many picky pecks. Eat. Can I get there? Oh my gosh, they all took off! That was so great! But I missed getting a good shot of it. That's fine. Is there anything over here that I'm missing? I don't know. Oh my gosh, Angry Whooper! Angry Whooper! No, 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 no! No! That was so good! That would have been such a good shot! Okay, so we've learned. Angry Arbok exists. Oh! Oh! Eating! Yes! He smiled at me. And he's eating! He's so cute! Oh wait, now he's dancing. I probably wanted the dancing one. That's fine. This is fine. There's some things going on over here that I have not been paying attention to. Quagsire has friends. And Mega has friends. Oh, this Quagsire is my favorite. Look at how magical he is. Perfect, sir. What happens if I throw food at you? Do you get cuter? Nope. There's another Beautifly over there. Hello, Queen. Oh my gosh, Pouncing Leopard, and I missed it because I stopped looking at exactly the wrong time. This is fine. So now I know that that leopard pounces. And then there's a toucan over here. Ooh, there's a stretching leopard down there. That's like the same picture that I got the time before. Okay. Oh wow, there's always so much excitement as to things that happen. What does that do? There's a picky peck over here. Hello, friend. I'm glad I scanned. He's pretty blocked by... Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, yes! Thems were the pictures that I wanted of him. Hello, Queen. Oh yes, beautiful pose. Beautiful pose. Okay, so I know that there's a Wooper. Okay, I missed the Wooper dive. Kind of figured I would. I should probably try to get the Quagsire diving as well. Smiling Wooper, smiling Wooper, in the river. Smiling, 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 smiling Wooper. Sure, let's just take a picture of the butterfly because we're here. What happens when we throw apples over there? I have not got a slowdown, Kate. I just tried. Hello? Okay, this is fine. I can throw orbs with Y. Yes, that was the other thing. I do remember this. I have not played this game in a while, and so I'm forgetting all of the things that I unlocked. Ooh, enjoy your snug foot bath buttons. That sounds amazing. Okay, well, let's see. Because I didn't find any new Pokemon, but I think I got some okay pictures. Let's try for that one. There is such a cool shot available if you can get the right perspective of them flying away. Okay, that exists, but that's already a diamond one. Dang, some of these are good though. But what I wanted was one of these 2-star ones where he's doing the adorable dance. Possibly this one is the best one of the lot, I think. So these are all 1-star again. There is definitely a fantastic shot of Wooper available at the beginning of this stage. I just need to get it. Ooh, eyes open. Let's try the eyes open one. The nomming! This one is so good, in my opinion. The professor probably won't agree. Okay, so we have a 2-star one, or we have, like, I already have diamond on both of these. I kind of want to see if this is better because it's creepy as all get out. I love it. Okay. I only have 1 and 2-star Quagsires. Oh, I love this one. Look at how wonderful he looks. Oh, Quagsire is so cute. Let's try that. Let's see if we can get any sort of improvement on that. Sure, that's the only picture I took. That's fine. Let's try that. Why not? Oh, we got some 3-star. Oh, look, he's got a baby. Ah. I wanted one of the ones with the beak open, but that's the best beak open that I have. And like, this looks like a better picture to me. Maybe I'll go with beak open anyway to see if I can get a pose points. So I did miss the leap, but look at how cool that picture would have been if I'd taken it earlier. This is too zoomed in and I knew that, but that's fine. There was stuff, yes. That kind of pose, that's a great pose. Huh, that looks like a better picture for the 1-star. Oh, my 1-star is only silver. Okay, I should definitely submit that then. He's not as big in these as he is in these. But all of them are bad shots. let's go with that one. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so that is an upgrade at least. I think I took the picture like the moment before I could see their faces. If this turns into a game of frames, we're gonna have some difficulties. I'm still gonna play it, because I love it, but... Better direction. Not a better pose, though. That's okay. We'll still keep it. We do not have a 2-star photo for Pikipek yet. Silver. Okay, not bad. Basically the same. Yeah, we'll keep the original. That's fine. 2-star Arbok. Gold. Okay. I'm just getting slightly closer. Really? Technically lower, probably because of the grass obscuring it. It's very funny as a shot, though. It's fine, we'll keep the one that's worth more points. I'm okay with that. Ooh! We have ourselves our first Diamond Star Quagsire. That's very cute. Single star. This is definitely worse. Okay, so it likes the placement, but it shouldn't. This is an interesting algorithm. I have opinions on the algorithm. Nice, and we did upgrade to a Diamond Star on the Leopard as well, which is cool. You need 3-star and 4-star shots of them. I wonder how to get that. Wow! That is a diamond shot. Beak open. Like I said, I was looking for the beak open one. Cool. So that is overall better. Good to know. We'll take it. We will take that upgrade. This is not going to be an upgrade. This is going to be much worse. Oh, not as much worse as I expected. He really likes the waterfall background, eh? This is what I'm learning. Lovely. So now we have level 3 in the jungle, and we're gonna need to keep playing. I'm just gonna pop back to camp because I saw a little new request button show up, and I don't remember how that works. I wonder if Beautifly ever feeds on pollen from Venusaur's flower. So I'm definitely going to need to get a shot of that. Well, thank you for being here, CJinx. It was really lovely to have you for a bit, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. That's interesting. Oh my gosh, there's so many. There's so many. Okay, I'm gonna have to... Sorry, Operation Be My Friend. There's a Leafeon in there? That's good to know. Those might be, like, new to level 3. Like, I don't remember seeing a Venusaur in this track. And I don't remember seeing a Leafeon, and so maybe they're available now, because we have level 3. try to light up the flower. Which flower? Because I lit up a flower. Oh, do you mean the ones in the grass? Where the leopards are near the end? Because that would make sense. I am very bad at aim, but this is fine. The one at the end of the course by the waterfall. Oh, right, the one on the rock. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Gosh, why didn't I think of that? Maybe I've hit it before, but on a different level. Good point, good point, good point. I will try. I might fail. I'm not good at this game by any stretch. I'm just pretty little beautiflies. Oh my gosh, that Aipom was swinging. Oh, love it. He's calling his friends. Oh my gosh, I don't know what they're playing, but I'm here. Hello? That is a leopard in here. Fantastic. You're very cute, sir. I will take a picture of you. Okay. So now let's see if I can get these guys taking off. That was mediocre at best. Anger. Anger and rage. He's leaving! He's leaving! Whooper! 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 The cutest Whooper! Hold on. What happens if I light up this? Gosh, you're pretty. Very pretty beautifly. Okay. So this is where Quagsires exist. And Mega exists. That was a pretty good shot, I think. My opinion, at least. Oh, hello! That is a Venusaur. Okay. So this is definitely the thing that I need to watch. But, like, why is that Beautifly not going anywhere near him? That's weird. Oh, wow! The Arbok came back. I didn't notice that happening. Because I was very busy looking at other things. I saw its face! I saw its face! I see its face! It is doing an eat! Yes! That is so cute. There's another Venusaur! Am I gonna get a better picture of that? There's a face! I mean, it is awful to have to deal with that, but that's fine. Where did he go now? He's somewhere else. What? Hello, Sobble? Yes. Absolutely. Leopard. Hello. Hello, Queen. So that's the flower I need to try and hit. There's so many Sobbles. That is too far away for me to hit. Or, like, I can't get the right angle. Hello, giant Venusaur. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, sir. That looks a bit like the Beautifly doing the thing. No? Maybe not. This is fine. Can I hit this now? Come on. There we go. Oh, there's a rainbow. That was pretty. Yes, I know I'm almost at the teleport point, but there's so many other things that I want to look at. Including this cave. No! I didn't even get a chance to snap the picture. It snipes me into the teleport point. Yay, we got Angry Rupert! Yes. Basically throw everything at everything? Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's so cute! Oh, I want to see that. I recognize I need to aim better. That's entirely on me. The minute movements of the control stick are not a thing that I have. Let's go with that one. It's glowing. I don't know, it's fine. Ooh! We have some 3-star Apoms. He looks very happy. And then we have one... Seriously? These are 1-star? Okay, sure. Let's go with that one. This is a very good picture, but I already have a diamond there, whereas this is only a silver. Not that any of these compare well to it, but we'll try one of them, why not? We'll try that. Ooh, good to know. I'm glad they got them, Kimenzel. My sister is supposed to get one today, but I don't know. She hasn't messaged, so the rest are, I think, Wednesday. Okay. Like, this expression is the best expression, but look at this jazz. Look at this perfect. Ugh. So good. Okay, so what do we think, chat? I'm inclined to go with this one, but this one might also be okay. I think not that one. Which one is more centered? I just like this one because he's got more dynamic motion. And he's a little bigger. Sure. Number 7 is better, but 6 is more centered. Well, I'm gonna do 7 then. That's more centered, I think. We'll do that. It's probably fine. I can see the eye in that one. Oh, but I can see more of the face in that one. 4 is more centered, but 3 is more posed. Will the game care? Who knows? Sorry, of the what? Oh, no, I haven't actually told that tale. Petulant Cobra, you remember that sweet cookie tea? The celestial sweet cookie time whatever Christmas tea? So we found some on Amazon, but they were charging $15 for a box, which is ridiculous. Thank you, Kimenzel, for redeeming rant about topic. Insert Amazon here. This is going to be a long rant. So, Sugar Cookie Sleigh Ride. existed on Amazon. It does not exist in any of the stores near here. That's why I asked you to make sure I would have the right like title, because I cannot find it. So I went on Amazon. They were like $15 a box, which is absurd. Okay, so it will take less than 15 minutes. And they had a 6-pack for $25. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not stupid. I can do math on this. $25 for 6 boxes of tea isn't as awful a price, but it will net me 6 boxes of this tea that I've never tried. I might ask you to ship me some because I'm not sure about the smell of this one. It does not smell like cookie to me, but whatever. So I ordered the 6-pack just trusting that we'd find something to do with this tea, even if I didn't like it. And then they charged us $25 and shipped us 1 box of tea, which is ridiculous. And so Kay Menzel, out of pure love for me and nothing else, spent time on the phone with them after arguing with their bot in the chat system ridiculously to be like, hi, this product is not the right product. But that was never an option. It was always like, would you like to return this product? Or like there was always a combo between like there's an issue with the product and I want to return it. And so we kept clicking that one and it kept being like, well, you can't return this item. And I'm like, cool, we didn't get that item though. That's our issue. Where do we tell someone that that's not the item that we got? And so eventually he ends up on the phone with a super helpful lady who did a fantastic job and was just like, so this is a 6-pack that we ordered and we got 1 of the 6. And she's like, well, they're out of stock now. And he's like, that's cool. So eventually she very helpfully basically refunded us the $25 that we'd spent and was like, please don't ship back the item. And I was like, cool. So free box of tea, which is probably good because it smells kind of weird and I'm a little worried about that, but I'll make some. I'll try it. I'll definitely try it. But like, so help me, I ordered the 6-pack and that's not even the only mistake they've made, because like, we also ordered an item that was like a single item and we needed 2, so we ordered 2. We got 4. And I'm like, where in this listing does it say it's a pack of 2? Because I can tell you it does not say that. So we could have gotten away with ordering 1. Okay, we now have 4. This is so ridiculous. No, I want to keep this one and get the other 5 boxes. My point exactly, Petulant Cobra. I do not want to return this box. I just don't want to have paid $25 for a single box of tea because that's really not worth it and is also ridiculous. And also they won't gift wrap one of the presents that I got for my sister. And so we have to warn her not to open that one. Which is just a side rant that's really rude because I don't see why it isn't gift wrappable. But I don't understand how that works, so it's fine. That's my rant about Amazon, is like, I don't want to return this item. I want you to have actually sent me the item that I ordered. Fight me! Hey Menzel, don't share that. Now she might know. She watches this stream sometimes. Anyway, it's fine. Your fun return story, you ordered a toolkit with like 25 different tools. A single one was minorly damaged, not broken, but enough to make it unusable. Okay, and I'm guessing that they just shipped you another... Yeah. Yeah. And that was our issue as well. The only choices were refund or replacement. And I'm like, will you actually send me 6 boxes of tea? Oh my gosh. Did you choose replacement and then just end up with double the toolkit? Because sometimes this can be fun. This is the thing. Like, for overall, this was an advantage to us because I basically got a free box of tea, which, like, that's a good thing. But, like, that's perfect. And so, like, sometimes there's advantages to this because, like, you just get a free extra toolkit. We just get a free box of tea. But it's still frustrating to have to deal with a returns process that like doesn't acknowledge error is one of the reasons that you might need to return something. Like, because you didn't send me what I asked for is the reason I need to return this. One time you ordered a 4-quart strainer and they sent us 4. That's amazing. Oh my gosh, Kate. Things not showing up, getting a refund 4 months later, the post office is like, did you want this thing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's such a nightmare. Oh boy. Okay, so we have 2 2-stars, because there's him eating in that one. But I want a better picture than that. That is also a 2-star. None of these are a good picture of Venusaur. Ooh, that's not a bad picture of Venusaur. He's not facing. Oh, yes! Hello. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, our post office would... They call you? Our post office would have thrown it out. Not waited 4 months and then tried to contact us. Oh my gosh. That is crazy to me. Okay, what do we think? I think I like... So this one has a good pose and good size, but this one he's facing me. I think I'm gonna go with that one anyway, because I like it better as a picture. Sure, we took a picture of Quagsire, that's fine. There was no subject in this picture? Okay, that's fine. I accept. I accept that. Oh, that's good. I'm glad that that story has a vague happy ending, but that's definitely something that can be nightmarish. Like, I've moved. Yeah, that's fair. It's not as good a picture, but that's fine. Silver Star? Okay, okay, Silver Star. Cobra, that is awful. Oh no. Oh no. Sobble is the new Pokemon! Silver Star. It's not a very close picture. Yeah, that's fair. But was sorry spelt the Canadian way? Just the left side of the letter? Oh no! I wonder if it got caught in his sorting machine. Oh, that's such a nightmare. Canada saying sorry isn't even an admission of guilt. That is true. It is an expression of empathy. I'm keeping the sleeping one, obviously. Oh, that's really sweet. Diamond! Good enough. Good enough. The placement wasn't perfect, but the size made up for it. Please don't clip that. That better be Diamond. It was such a good picture. Oh, cool. We have an even better Diamond of Quagsire. That's lovely. I know, it's like I dared y'all to do it. Please don't. Please at least give context. I have so many regrets. Ooh. Yes! Diamond! Nice! Good. Okay, good. So both of those were diamonds. I'm so glad. That's amazing. It's amazing what self-care can do for your attitude and just general well-being. I'm glad that you're taking the time for yourself, Buttons. It's important. I mean, sure, that's only a Silver Star, even though it's amazing, because it's not centered enough, according to you, probably. Wow, okay. That was a significant improvement. That's nice. That's nice. I'll take that. We now have a Diamond Star Boon Sweet. I don't know. It's fine. This is fine. He doesn't like the pose, but Gold Star anyway. This is fine. Don't want to spend money on a pedicure even though I desperately need one, so giving yourself one instead. I respect that. I respect that. Personal spas. Okay. I just love the rainbow in this picture though, chat. You see how pretty it is? But this one is a much... it's a better picture. I'll admit that. I wanted them both. It's rude that we can't keep them both. Okay. So... lots of level grinding. I feel like I need to return to camp every time just in case I miss, like, the ability to progress. Yes, I could have kept the rainbow one in my album, it's true. I should do that more. I should pay more attention. Yep, I was right! First-rate photographer would stick around to see how this scene plays out. I am not a first-rate photographer, though, so I admit that I am, like, honestly just gonna kind of keep going and see what happens. That's true. I was pretty close to level 2 on the Jungle Knight as well. So let's do another Jungle Knight. And I kind of want to go back to the park and see how I'm doing with some of those levels as well. Are there, like, max levels? Like, what is the maximum level I can get for each course? Oh, that's where I got the flying. Hello, princess. So she leaves. She is gorgeous. Oh yeah, Sleeping Arbok. This is where we get Sleeping Arbok. But this is also where we get those guys. Nope, I meant to throw that. He does not wake up. He does not wake up. That's fine. They exist. They're very cute. Oh, there they are. Glowing ones. I keep throwing the wrong thing. Oh my gosh! I have murdered one! Oh no! I didn't mean to! What have I done? What have I done? Okay, so that guy's missing. How do I run this scan again? I'm absolutely missing stuff here. Oh, the leopard in the tree. She's so pretty. Oh, so pretty. I love this guy. Such a great one. Are they gonna turn around ever? I don't know. Spider! Keep throwing things at them and they keep not responding to it. I missed everything on like half of this. Ooh. I don't know what was in the sky. Solid missed that. There's a bunch of these guys in trees. Doing a sleep. Look at them. Look at them doing a cute little sleep. Oh. Perfect. Is there anything down here? I don't know. Oh, shoot, there was a flower there. Hello. Well, that's magical. Oh, I did not get a good picture out of it, but that was a magical time. Yes. I cannot even... What is the aim required for that? Oh my gosh. That is the world's best shot of that. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Okay. So some things are happening. Hello, Precious. Quagsire is perfect. I have no complaints. Is that just his tail? I think that's just his tail. And there's more of these little guys. Just all being in a row. Oh my gosh. The hilariousness of the fact that when I hit them with an apple, they like die? Do they die when that happens? 4, I believe, but it will just say max after 3. That makes sense. You didn't even know I could do that? You didn't know that you could knock over those little glowy fluff pollens? Yup, me either. Are you serious? These shots are still only 1 star? I think I missed the pose. Like, there's definitely something going on here with this pose that should... Like, I feel like that should have been a 3 or 4 star, but that's fine. We'll just go with these inferior ones. Because at least they're new. I like that one. She's just so pretty. I love this one. I don't know if it'll be better, but we'll try it. Oh my gosh, the fallen over one is a 3 star. Of course it is. I am not surprised. Which one's better? Because so this one is big and centered but doesn't have any other Pokemon in it. Whereas that one is still reasonably centered, is still reasonably large, and has another Pokemon. I'll try that one. America's Next Top Model, where they wait until it's too late to tell people that they're posing wrong. Yeah. Scam call. No identifying the company. Oh. I don't like that they're getting more clever. Be less clever, scammers. The same picture but glowing. Sounds good. Okay, well, we'll see if that one's better at all. So for this one, I definitely want one of the glowing ones. That's probably the best. He honestly looks like a Sonic character there. Could try that. Ooh. Look at that pose. That's a great pose. We'll do that one. That told you you'd passed away? Well, that's interesting. My condolences. Hope the funeral was great. I mean, did you even go? Okay, so in some ways that was better. Good size, good pose, but not facing me, and the placement apparently wasn't central. That's fine. I like the one up there anyway. Diamond. Just instant diamond. I got better. Great quote. Still gold, but new record. I'll keep it. I think it's pretty. You just got a birthday rewards email from a store that doesn't exist? That's funny. It's basically the same. That's fine. Demand they honor it. Do it. Nice. Cool? I mean, I definitely like this one better, but I'll take the one that scores higher. That's fine. Wow. See, mine was at least GameStop. Oh, that's very funny. He was already perfect, but now he's perfecter. I'm gonna keep the new photo. Quagsire is always perfect. Look at this! Look at this! Just look at how beautiful all of these shots are. They're gorgeous. All I'm saying is it's not hard to get a good picture when your model is that amazing. Even when you're not much of a photographer. Like, that model's perfect. That's it. Perfect cell after the self-destruct. Amazing. Oh! I've got something to report. He's got something to report. We're going back to camp, chat. This is so chill. I would play this game all month, happily. Is this a new region, or is this a new item? Alright, on to the next site. Oh, it's a new regions! Hey, it's Todd! Yes, we've got new islands to explore now. I've pinpointed 2 teleportation points we can use. Oh, where? One on this long, narrow island, and another offshore in the middle of the water. Captain Vince never got to that spot offshore, did he? This is gonna be amazing! I'll let you decide what order you want to visit them in. Keep up the good work. So that's awesome. We have some new locations. Todd has some interesting questions. Maybe we'll deal with requests one day. So I'm gonna need... Oh, okay. Never mind. How's it going? Enjoying your research, Johns? Listen, I've gotta tell you something. There's a feature I originally forgot to suggest to the professor, but I got him to add it to your research camera. What kind of feature? It's a melody player. It lets your camera play a little tune. A little music can prompt Pokemon to show you whole new sides of themselves. That's awesome! Rita, could you fill in the details? Sure thing! If you press R, a melody will play. While it's playing, you can press R again to make it stop. A little music could wake up sleeping Pokemon, or make some Pokemon get up and dance. I haven't had a chance to try it though, so I'm no expert yet. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that you're here to, like, explain things to me, Kate, because sometimes... What? Hey, I gotta tell you something. This is just between you and me, okay? You're not gonna believe this new feature for the Neo 1 the professor's testing out. Apparently, it shrinks the whole pod and whoever's riding in it. Want to take it for a quiet little test run? Well, hey, you two, what you doing? Nothing. Yeah? A professor. Hey, cut it out. Look, I'll explain later, okay? Works for me. Anyway, the shrink function should kick in automatically if you run a scan at one spot in the nature park, at that tree. Okay, so that's some DLC. I'm getting cutscene and then sent back to this, and I'm just trying to research, chat. Okay, so we've unlocked 2 new areas. We have unlocked Voluka. We have unlocked Maracopia, and there's a spot in the nature park where we're gonna have to shrink if we run a scan, and that's lovely. But I need to take a nature break before we go back to some nature, so give me like 2 minutes, and again, be polite to each other while I'm gone. There is no excuse for rudeness, ever, okay? I will be right back. Y'all behave? Everyone here is very supported. Settle up, Beavis is the best unlurker. Oh my gosh, this is so great. Hey, you are a very nice person. Chat, you're so lovely. You're so kind to each other. I love that. Okay, what did you get up to while I was gone? Post compliments in the chat. Aggressive compliments for everyone. Everyone here is very supportive. Oh, and I'm awesome. That's nice. Very nice entrance, even though it was a 4. I strongly disagree, but appreciate you nonetheless. Chat, you guys are the best, chat. I enjoy you. Good job with the compliments of each other. I clap. I clap. Okay. So we have a lot of new things to do now. What do we think? Do we want to try to find some fire Pokemon or some water Pokemon? How are we feeling? How are we feeling about this? I can only handle one of these in my ear. It is too loud. I am like overly sensitive. That's fine. So there is apparently a bunch of DLC and a bunch of like extra stuff. Desert and throw 2 fruit at the Cacnea. Napping today. It'll be funny. Okay, let's do Sweltering Sands then. Let's see if I can find the Cacnea and if I'm capable of hitting it with 2 fruit. Because that would be funny. Oh my gosh, I see the little Scorch Bunny. Hello? So, all of this is new. Hello, Skorupi. Oh, well. Hello, Heliolisk. And a vulture. I need to scan. What am I scanning for? Something is over there. X. Some tracks left by a small Pokemon. Okay, so that's the Cacnea. Hit it with 2 fruit. Hit it with fruit. Hit it with fruit. 1. That Skorupi is in the middle of a tornado. That is unfortunate, sir. Oh my gosh, there's another one? I'm supposed to do this. Hello? Supposed to throw orbs. I don't have orbs? It's impossible to see what's happening in the fierce sandstorm. Okay. There is definitely, like, this dude, this Mandibuzz, is, like, doing his best to pose for me. Oh my gosh, yes. And I was just, like, entirely ignoring him. Scan everything everywhere. Oh my gosh, there's 3 Crystalblooms. How much you want to bet I need to hit all 3 of them to light them up? Ooh, Oasis! Hippowdon! Yes! And then there's Mandibuzz on the cliff. Can I hit the sleeping Pokemon? Okay, they don't seem to be listening. Is that... Wait, what the heck is that Pokemon? Oh, yes! Lycanroc. Hello, Torchic. Hop. Oh my gosh, he lit it on fire. Sir, you are the coolest Hippowdon ever. Are you gonna do it again? Yes. Aww. Heliolisk is sleeping. There's probably other things happening over here. There definitely are other things happening over here. There's a Cacnea. Hello, sir. More Cacnea. Are you a hole? It has since become a Pokemon den. Why didn't you tell me that? Oh my gosh, the prancing hippo? Yes. Are you gonna get closer? Oh my gosh, again? Are you charging? Amazing. I have not really been paying as much attention as I strictly should have been to any of what has been happening, but that is fine. Oh yes, Trapinch! Super cute. Oh, a Pinsir. Hello, Mr. Pinsir. Popping out. Nice. Nice. Okay, so there's definitely a third thing there. Oh, this is fantastic. There's DLC for this. Yes, I have just learned that. I was attacked by it when I opened the game, apparently. Instant 3-star, you think maybe more? I also really enjoyed that the fruit stuck to them. I almost didn't get a picture because I was too busy laughing and my, like, finger didn't move. Which is fine. So the 4-star yeet is what we're learning about Skorupi. So I think he's bigger in this one. He's more centered left to right here, but he's too high in both of the pictures. So I'm going to take that one, and then we'll just try to improve it later, which is, it's fine. Okay, so this is the best picture of him. Mandibuzz has one 2-star photo, which I imagine is the cliff. Yeah, the cliff is the 2-star photo. But I would like, I think, this picture for the first one. Because it's the biggest one where he's still centered. This is the one where he's the biggest, but he's not centered at all. Yep, 3-star. All of the rolling is a 3-star. I'm gonna go with this one even though it is not centered because so help me, this is beautiful. So good. We'll take the 2-star. Okay. So I didn't target it accurately, I guess, to take the photo, but it knew it was a Crystabloom anyway? I don't know how I feel about that. I took a lot of pictures of these guys. 13 isn't bad. I think 9 or 10? 10. Because there's another one in the background of it. So we'll go with that. 3-star for eating. Good to know. So we'll do that. A weird amount of Pokemon die in this, some of them caused by you. Yeah, that's fair. So this guy's adorable, but he is not really close enough for any of those pictures to be good, and that's okay. The problem is there's like a million good pictures of this. Like, so many of these are good, and only one of them is 2-star. Okay. This one's 2-star, but this one isn't? That's just rude. That better be like a diamond pose level of amazing, because this is the shot I'm going to try to get again. But I will put that one in. Like, I can't pick that, so sure. Yeah, that makes sense. But I didn't get that Skorupi. Alright, let's have a look. This poor Skorupi. Oh, it's Skorupi! In no way mentions the tornado. This is fine. That was good. Silver. Diamond, yep, because I did get him hopping, which makes sense. Oh, I love Pinsir. He's got such attitude. That's only a gold star. We can improve. That's fine. Mandibuzz is so great. Diamond. Okay, good, good. Good selection then. Was close enough. This is the best picture I will ever take of a Cacnea. I don't care that it's not going to be Diamond. How do I, like, save these? I need to save some of these. Beautiful. Diamond 2-star Hippowdon. That's perfect. This one's not gonna be a lot of points, but yeah, bronze. That's okay. I'm just, like, pressing A at regular intervals, and what it's doing is, like, different each time I press it. So that's a gold star, 3-star Torchic. That's very cute. Okay. Well, definitely prefer the first version of this. That is a lot, though. We are already at level 2 for Sans Day. This is a beautiful title. Oh, he's got something to report. Okay, return to camp. I feel like I'm unlocking lots of things, which is fine. game is really fun. So, according to them, I did not appropriately photograph the Cristabloom. Mankind discovers fire. But I have... That's fun. I need to make sure that I am thinking of some of these and keeping them. So I don't have an orb to hit it with until I take a picture of it, and then they make the orbs to match the flowers in the area, and then they light up. That's what I thought I was being told by what the professor just said. But maybe I have to take the picture at night, because they are lit up at night sometimes. So maybe I need to unlock night and then go there at night and take a picture, and then it will give me the orbs that let me light it up during the day. Maybe that's the progress. It's ridiculous. Whatever it is, it's ridiculous. So, which one was the one? This. This one. Hello, friend. Yes, please. It's just perfect. But, you know, since I'm here... Who else have we got? I mean, I think there's a bunch of these that I'm gonna need to save, but I can go and do that later. That's fine. That's fine. That Cacnea shot is just the best thing I will ever take in this whole game. Wow! Oh dear. That sounds game-breaking. The flying Cacnea? How? Oh my gosh, the requests are gonna absolutely slaughter me. Okay, so what happens if we do sands at night then? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Hello, darlings. Yes. Sirs. Are they running away? Oh my gosh, I love them. Hello, what are you? You are a Sandshrew. The Sandshrews are really hard to get a shot of. There was a meteor that just landed, and I, like, kinda missed it. I'm just saying, I can't do anything to light these guys up, so one of these pictures better matter. So that's where the tornado is during the day. Now where are we going? Ooh. Oh, the sleeping hippo. Hello? That's amazing. kind of wanted the hippo there, but like... There's a Sandshrew. Is there any way for me to like stop it if I hit it with something? Good morning, RJ Helms. Welcome in. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. This poor Trapinch. Love him. Hello, sir. Oh yeah. Hello, Kangaskhan. I mean, I didn't get the Magikarp there, but that's fine. Sandshrew. Oh, you're adorable, sir! Oh, there's a glowing one. What is happening? Hello? Okay, that was not centered at all, but it was very cute. The sleeping Onyx. Hello, Cacnea. Amazing. So I don't know if I can wake them up yet, but they exist. Those like little meteor guys are amazing. Oh, there's a green one! I wonder if those are all different. They're so happy. Oh, that's so cute! Eve or Eve. Evoy? Sorry, is that like Eevee? Or is there something that I said which Pokemon? I almost ran out of pictures there, folks. Okay, so 3-star, 2-star, 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 2-star. Aww, this is only a 1-star. Welcome back to Guess That Pokemon game show, starring yours truly, Tape. The cries Eevee makes. See, this is a shame. Because that's the only 3-star picture I got, and that's not great. These 2-star photos are definitely better than the ones that I took before. Or I could get this adorable 1-star photo, which is very funny. Hello, Plumberry. Welcome in. Pink. I have red, so we can do red. Which is like, it's not a strict, like, red version. So maybe that leans pink. But we could do that. Close enough? Well, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope it's going well. It's lightish red. Fair enough. Do I want a better 2-star or a 1-star for the first time? Coughing up a lung? No! Don't do that. Lungs belong on the inside. I know you hadn't thought of that. It's okay. This is why I'm here, to give good medical advice. Please don't take medical advice from me, that's awful. Okay, that's a 2-star. That's kind of fun. And then they're running away from me a whole bunch. I will take this 2-star. We'll see how we can do with that. So I am only interested in the ones that I took at the end. So him wrapped in a ball is actually a 2-star. Whereas this guy is only worth 1 star. Well, that's rude. Listen, if my end is nigh, I'm leaving to you all my Pokemon in Scarlet, and that's a complete Pokedex. Wow, that's amazing. Ooh. I don't deserve this. Don't die is my suggestion. Lungs stay inside your body? I know. Okay, so I feel like I can get other pictures of that. He just looks like he's dancing. When I swap between these two? Let's go with that. Because it brings me joy. All of these are only 1 star, so I will take the biggest one. Okay, so it is 2-star. Oh my gosh, the moment of flash. Oh, I'm tempted to go with that one, even though I think that's an overall better picture. But like, I also have some really good 1 stars. Ha! I've been incentivized. Shh. I await relief. Oh no. Ooh, that's a 2-star. As is that. Okay. I really like the glowing one, but I think I'm gonna get more points for that one. So we're gonna go with that. Okay, well that's not gonna be better. This is fine. I was trying to get the Magikarp in both of these pictures. I missed. We'll go with that. Okay, so there is only 1 Pokemon here, despite the fact that he's got multiple versions. I think that's maybe the best shot that I got of him. It does have to be lit up. You were right, Kate. It has to be lit up. This is garbage. But I got it this time. This was not a very good trip. Gold star. We'll take the gold star. It is so odd. I think it's their way of kind of controlling what you have access to doing, because it means the first time you play a level you cannot have seen a lit up one, and you have to unlock the level at night in order to see the lit up one, in order to get the orbs to go back during the day. Like, it's just part of their replayable requirements. Time for the beach episode? Yes. We are gonna try that. We're gonna do a beach episode. I mean, I also would just keep doing this forever because there's so many cute poses, and I can throw fruit at Cacnea and make them roll, and that is perfection as far as I'm concerned. Like, look, that picture is perfect. I don't care that it could be more centered. The fact that the apple is rolling down after it is just perfect as far as I'm concerned. I have no improvements to make. I think this Onyx is very pretty. I hope he also thinks this Onyx is pretty. He doesn't. Okay. But I definitely had an Onyx picture that would have been better according to the professor. I just don't know that I care. Well, at least that guy was a diamond, so that was worth it. Yeah, no. The flying one's better. I'll keep the flying one. That's a diamond star. Okay, neat. Neat. This one, he isn't centered, and so this isn't gonna be a diamond, but at least it's pretty big within the frame. Pokemon Moon is underrated. I don't think I've played Sun and Moon. I think I have them, but I don't think I've played them. Nice! We also have Sans Knight level 2. That's good. Moon had a good story. That's good. Okay. So he better be giving me orbs for the desert, is all I'm saying. I should have time to do a beach episode. I don't know if I will unlock night and be able to have time to do that as well, because I do need to make lunch. You've never seen Pokemon tackle that kind of subject? Sadly, Ultramoon changes it. Well, then I better have actual Sun and Moon. There you go. You have to take a picture of the Crystabloom lit up to get the orb that lets you light up the Crystablooms. Pokemon logic. This is fine though. Get that orb. Okay, so let's go to Maracopia and have a brief beach episode and see how well we do. Oh my gosh. Executor right in front of me. My dudes. He is perfect. Hello. Oh my gosh, your hair is perfect, sir. Oh, he's so funny! I love him! Hello, ladies. Oh, they're leaving. Pikachu! Pikachu! If I hit you with something, will you stop running away from me? No. Okay. That's fine. That is a Wingull, but it's too far away to be noticed by my camera. Is that one better? Okay, cool. Oh, Crabrawler is so like what a boss, sir. Yes. Okay, either direction. Yeah, something is hiding in the grass. You're right, I see her. It's not lit, but that's fine. Oh. Sir? Please excuse me. I cannot keep moving if you don't get out of the way. But I'm actually quite grateful you were in the way for me to, like... Ooh, that Wingull dive? Hello. These are definitely Pokemon. Come on. Okay, this way. Does that mean there's a direction that I can choose? 'Cause that's weird. My gosh, this bro. Sir. Turn and face me, please. No? Okay. Stunfisk. Hello. Oh. There are so many things. That is a pretty decent shot of an Octillery. There is so much going on. Too far. A red shovel. Yeah. I mean, I do see the red shovel. But that doesn't mean I can do anything with it. Hello, Pikachu. So we see another one of these guys. But I already got a really good shot of him, so... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. What on earth? Where's the Wingull? There he is. Got him. Okay. Okay, so I picked the Machamp direction path, apparently. If I don't, like, look at that, would it have sent me in the other direction? Because I think I went left. Let's go with that one. Oh, you think it's maybe the direction in which I look? Okay, so this is such a good picture. Just absolutely yes. She's hiding. I'm gonna take the one where she's not hiding. Because there's two of them. Sorry, him eating? But not him, like, being electric? I think I'm gonna take this one anyway, because I think it's probably gonna be better than a bronze star. I'll go with that Wingull picture. We'll go with that Octillery picture. Yeah, I can't select it because it's not lit. That's fine. So the 3-star is the one with him in the air, but it is, like, that's not centered at all and he's barely in it. Which means I think this is the one that I want because it's 2-star. Like that I wish I had, but he's like at least facing me and he's kind of big. Sure, we'll go with that one. This is fine. Most of these are not very good shots because the Pokemon are not very close to me, but that's okay. Because at least they're mostly new. This one might actually be a good shot. It's hard to tell what he's gonna say. That's only silver. Okay. I thought it was gonna be gold. If this isn't diamond... Thank goodness. Because this picture is perfect. She's just pretty and facing me in this one, so... I get that she's not very close to me. I could definitely get a better picture of her. I want her hula hooping. Okay, so it is a better pose and better placement than the other 1-star, so it is an improved 1-star shot. But it's still not a diamond. It makes sense that the eating is 2 stars. You definitely get different rewards for finding them eating. Okay, how's this shot? Because I don't have the whole Pokemon in this shot. That's its weakness. It's a good picture, in my opinion. Good. Great. So that one's a diamond at least, which I was kind of hoping it would be. Yeah, this is not going to be a gold shot, but this is fine. The sky is blue. This is probably like silver or gold just from size alone. Oh, that one gets to be a diamond. Okay. Seems like a boring picture to me, but I will take diamond. And let's see how good this one is. Gold? Okay. 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 Nice. We've unlocked level 2, which means we might have unlocked night mode. Oh my gosh. Yep. Yep. He's got something to report. So let's go back to camp. Because I think this means we get night mode. Yes, it is. It is a Weeping Angel shirt from Doctor Who. It says, keep calm and don't blink. Yep. That which bears the image of an angel. Sorry, Kate. It was nice knowing you. Reef search. Sir! That was an inappropriate, really funny pun. Wait, hold on. So we got the reef, but we didn't get nighttime on this? Well, that wasn't what I was expecting. Okay. Let's give the reef a try. This will be the last thing that I do, and then I'm gonna have to sign off for today. I will, however, be back on Friday, and again, you'll have the opportunity to vote for which game you want me to play that day. This game still included after we play, oh my gosh, Shark? Shark. Sharpedo! Darn, he stopped jumping around. That was adorable. Great Wingull shot. What if I throw something into the bushes? Does anything come out? Nope. Missed the Wingull, that's fine. Pin. Pin. Ooh! I am not fast enough. Sharpedo! You're so great, Mr. Sharpedo. Please don't eat me. Oh! My gosh, terrifying! I only got a spray of water because I was too frightened. That's okay. We allow. This is a whirlpool. With a Magikarp in it. Nice. We got the Magikarp. That Sharpedo is very far away now. Fair. Is there... Ooh! Wait, I see. Yes! So, there is a lot going on right now. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. How do I... Am I still moving? I think I am still moving. Are you gonna jump, or are you just enjoying yourself working out? Oh my gosh, my camera just got all splatted. There's a nest. Ooh. Darn, I missed him. Amazing. Oh, those guys were like... Yes, they're playing! Oh, I love it! I think I like the shot that I got of the Whale Lord, so I am happy to stop there. Why won't the Wingull look at me? My timing is off. There they are. Okay, that was a pretty good shot of a Wingull, kind of. Oh, okay. I see. Well, we're going this way. The thing's in his mouth, though. I want the thing in his mouth. There's a Pokemon in his mouth. Yes! Got it! Ha ha ha! Amazing. Ooh, these little coral guys. Do they respond at all? Nice. Oh, he's facing the wrong way. Wouldn't get a good shot even if I did hit him. That's fine. I'm glad that you had fun. It has been a chill stream, and that was kind of the goal. Something that would be easier for me because it doesn't require much in the way of setup that I could just throw on and do. You don't like this stage? You'd like to see more, but not on Friday? That's fair. That's probably the best shot. Did I do something bad? Or did I just miss what I was trying to get? Sure, we'll do the eating one. I think I'll do that one. Wait, hold on. That was 2 stars. That's good. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I definitely missed getting that subject entirely. Well, it's a 4-star even though it's an awful picture. One of these. Less centered but bigger. We'll go with that one. And we are absolutely going with like one of these shots because it is hilarious. I like this one better, but I think this one probably is going to be preferable to the game's algorithm. This is like the best for 1-star, but I have one of the 4 stars, so. Ooh, we got some 3 stars of them playing. That one's the best, in my opinion. I mean, I can't, it wasn't in there. This is fine. I'm terrified at the idea that there are horrible things that I can discover in this game. Diamond Star Sharpedo. Now I need the jumping one. That's what I need. This is like Silver Star probably. Yeah. Definitely could get better pictures of that. Okay, but the Wingull has improved, which is fair. That is, I think, actually a really cute picture. I like the background. Waterfall background better than whirlpool background. Mantine. Nice. Diamond Star Mantine. Nice. Gold Star and the 4 stars of the Pelipper. That's good. Meanwhile, Mr. Whale Lord. This is a great picture, in my opinion. Thank goodness it is also a great picture, in his opinion. Because I love that Whale Lord picture. Sure, still a 1 star. But, whatever. This pose is so funny, but I wasn't in a good place to get a good shot of the guy flipping out of the Pelipper's mouth. We have some work to do. We definitely have some work to do, chat, but that is okay. Because we're still doing a really good job at unlocking level 2 in a lot of these levels. And we will have to work our way to level 3, which is fine. By the way, I've got something to report. Okay. But meanwhile, while things are being reported, I'm gonna look for somebody to raid. Oh, because I need to be finishing up. So we'll be back on Friday morning, 9:30 a.m. EST, Eastern, with more of something. We're gonna start with hopefully either some progress or a daily puzzle in the pixel art game that I was playing at the beginning, and hopefully I'll have figured out how to fix the sound under the sea. Under the sea. Okay, so we can't go underwater. Oh, yep, we can go. Why didn't you lead with that part? That's a valid question, Phil. That's valid. Yeah, thank you for being here, Kate. I had fun with this. Thank you for voting for it, for all of those that did. Because this is a very amusing game to me. I love Pokemon, and I love just watching them exist, which is, I think, where the charm of this game lands. So, I'll next be live on Friday. Thank y'all for your flexibility and continued presence as I try to figure out December. So who are we gonna visit? Oh, that looks like fun. It's been a while. Let's stop by. We're just gonna keep the Pokemon theme. So we're gonna raid DNG88 today. And we're just gonna stop by and say hi, and hopefully y'all will have some fun watching DNG play Pokemon Scarlet/Violet. Again, don't know where he's at in the game or what his progress is, so if you care about the story, you might want to not come, but hopefully you guys can drop some messages in the chat, and yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I'm sorry I won't be back again until Friday, but I will be back on Friday, so I was still able to fit in 2 streams this week. I am going to be working so much in between, and so just a friendly reminder this holiday season, as y'all are doing your shopping, just a friendly reminder to be kind to your retail workers, please and thank you. I would appreciate it personally if you were able to do that. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful time with the rest of your Monday. And that you're able to have some fun this week. I'll see y'all next time. Bye!